Welcome back to another video involving the Resident Evil Requiem trailer. Yesterday I put out a quick breakdown of the reveal trailer and didn't necessarily theorize how I wanted to. In this video we'll be in a more bigger length obviously and using good quality screenshots to use some theories that have been floated around on the internet and whatnot. So before we get into this video, be sure to leave a like on it to help it reach the YouTube algorithm and subscribe to the channel for more content like this in the near future, as I am trying to reach 10,000 subscribers at least before the end of this week, so it would be very appreciated if you hit that big red button. Now, let's get into it. The first thing we open up to is an FBI building, which funny enough in the games, I don't recall them ever being mentioned. And previously in the Resident Evil Infinite Darkness manga, they were mentioned. This is the first time we will be focusing on the FBI and its workers. The man walking up to Grace and talking to her about her next mission is Nathan Dempsey. Now, we don't know how big of a role we are going to get out of Nathan, but we shall see in the near future. Grace Ashcroft was working on a report of more dead bodies, more likely talking about how they were killed by an unidentified disease. Now, funny enough, I thought the body in the middle was Ethan Winters, but I am assuming he will have zero correlation to this game whatsoever. Maybe in a brief file, but who knows entirely. Anyways, Nathan specifically called for Grace to take part in this mission, and there is some personal motivation as to why as well. Now, in the background, some fans may have speculated that these photos, or this one I should say, mostly resembles Leon Kennedy. Even though he is still rumored to play a major role in this game, there is no confirmation as of right now, but definitely could be something fun to look back on, especially if the rumors are true. Nathan hands Grace a file known as the Renwood Hotel. I apologize in my previous video for absolutely butchering the name of the hotel. This strikes some sort of flashback to her mother, Alyssa Ashcroft, as we all know one of the iconic characters in Resident Evil Outbreak. Unfortunately, she has been dead for 8 years and was murdered inside the hotel. In one of those brief flashbacks, we stumble across a hooded man or figure, and all we can see is his lower part of his face. Again, lots of fans theorized and speculated this is Leon under the control of possibly a new virus, but if it is Leon, I will have every right to be pissed off. I believe that is a stretch regardless of what people think. There have been many suspicions that the Alyssa flashbacks will be playable very similar to the tapes in Resident Evil 7, and looks like to be shot in first person. Nathan tells Grace maybe it's finally time for her to face the past, quote unquote, which on this line the trailer begins to pick up. Facing the past and that which is dead, I suspect, will be one of the bigger themes in Resident Evil 9, and maybe, just maybe, it won't be just her to face the past in this game. We see a shot completely out of context of three men apparently standing over someone with a bright light, mostly assuming that it's Grace. It gives a real sense of surgery being performed, impossible to make full details out of this, but the guy in the middle is more than likely wearing a tie, and the guy to the left is wearing a jacket. Grace awakens strapped down to a gurney. She has an IV drip inserted into her and has bandage underneath her shirt with blood around her chest. She yells for help, asking herself what is this, being confused and scared. This could possibly be the injection of a new virus or whatever the case may be, and also a further explanation may happen very soon in this video. Seeing the hallway of the Renwood Hotel, we hear someone say that we need to keep our voices down, indicating to us that we will have somebody on our side to help, and many people have speculated this is the voice of Nicole Tompkins, the voice actress for Jill Valentine in RE3 Remake. However, in her journey as a voice actress, Jill isn't the only character she voices. Elena and Daniela in RE8 are prime examples. Maybe Alyssa isn't really dead and she's voicing her, unless this was just Grace as well. We have no idea. We get a shot of outside the hotel on the main city street, clearly indicating that it's raining. I think this shot is to help give the idea that this hotel is in a place in the middle of a city that people pass by every day, and don't realistically give second thought about it. Horror in plain sight is the perfect explanation here, and you're probably wondering about other things in this trailer, but we'll get to them soon. The guy in the chair by the fireplace. He says, "I know now that you're the one I've been searching for. A special one. The chosen one." We have no idea who this is, and funnily enough, Dusk Golem, when doing his breakdown, decided to brighten the image up, and what you're going to see is kind of mind-blowing to say the least. He is wearing a black raincoat similar to Albert Wesker in Resident Evil 5, along with the fact that he has a hairline or haircut similar to Oswald E. Spencer. Now, in my opinion, I don't think this is either of them, but I would be shocked regardless if I'm proven wrong for one of them to be reincarnated. But I believe this person is Brandon Bailey. Yes, the founder of the Connections crime syndicate who has deep ties with Spencer and James Marcus. Maybe we finally get to see the reveal, but also at the same time this could be a whole new villain. But to fall back on his quote, there is definitely something we don't know about Grace that we will eventually find out on. And maybe there is a bigger mystery involving her mother as well. The next screenshot is the sterilized Raccoon City with the big missile mark. I said previously, Grace may not be the only one to face the past. and maybe somebody who has deep connections with Raccoon City will be making their return, and who that will be, we have no idea. If RE9 is set in 2026, this would be around 27 years after the Raccoon City incident. Some people may be asking, wasn't Raccoon City nuked? Shouldn't it be radioactive? Officially in the RE lore, Raccoon City was bombed with an experimental thermobaric bomb. We see the gates to the RPD, in shambles just like everything else, though wonder if we will possibly get inside and possibly explore the place a little bit. While its placement doesn't make 100% sense, it seems they did an Easter egg and Leon's Jeep is in the ruins as well, which is one of the coolest things I've seen in a video game reveal trailer. Now obviously this doesn't indicate Leon is in the game despite the rumblings of him being in it, but the best we can do is remain patient to see what Capcom can cook up. Also, another thing to worth mention are the voices in the background, one of them sounding like Jeff Shine, who voices Carlos and Chris in recent Resident Evil games. Now he can definitely voice someone new, but at the same time you wonder if Chris is back, or if Carlos, for some crazy reason, returns to Raccoon City. We see a man at the bottom of the stairs bleeding out who screams to stay away from me. Notably, this guy looks like he maybe could be the guy in the middle we saw in the flashback of earlier in the trailer where the three men were standing with each other. It's hard to tell regardless, but like always I've said in this video, we'll find out soon enough. This enemy has made a storm in this community, and so many fans are wondering what exactly is this. If this BOW resides in Raccoon City, many fans have speculated this is Lisa Trevor 30 years after the sterilization. Considering the chains on her wrist and the fact that Lisa never really died, there's a deeper explanation to it, but if Lisa Trevor comes back in this form, it would have jaws on the floor. A couple of my Resident Evil content creator buddies also said that this could be Alyssa Ashcroft after many experiments done to her over 8 years. The hooded figure returns to choke someone to death. Maybe one of those people were the three men with that shining light, but also in a black suit. So maybe some FBI agents go with you, but they get picked off one by one. The next screenshot is a woman walking towards the door, and many of us are wondering what the point of it was. Now, for more theories, and if you're a Leon fan, you'll probably want to hear this one, or see the similarities to it. There definitely are some, but we are only left with the tease. The final video is a zombie or the long crawling figure showing its teeth, and ending off with incredible art design for the Resident Evil 9 title logo. If you look closely and brighten the screen, you can see blonde hair is shown. Thinking caps again, but the odds of this being Alyssa are slim. But if this is what happened to Alyssa, would be the most heartbreaking thing to know about. I feel like we've only seen the smallest portion possible for Resident Evil Requiem, and more likely the beginning of the game. But wanting to showcase the entire setting from the Renwood Hotel and the sterilized Raccoon City, we have 6 months left until the release of Requiem, and hopefully soon, maybe a future Capcom showcase, we can get another trailer, and maybe some answers along with what we all want, official and substantial gameplay. Let me know in the comments as to how excited you are for this game, and are you ready to partake in a new direction this series is going into. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like on it to help it reach the YouTube algorithm, and subscribe to the channel for more content like this in the near future. And as always, I will catch you guys in my next video. Peace out, and much love.